Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the TCU Horned Frogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Should we fear the Frog this season? TCU coming out 9-4 last year, but have lost their quarterback, Josh Hoover, to the transfer portal. Sonny Dykes has signed a new contract, a new recovery and wellness center. They've got some of the best facilities in the Big 12. We'll see if they can continue some dominance after their run to the national championship a few years ago. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Razorbacks kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So TCU's offense will go to work first. Jeremy Payne, he's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it out.
Ernie on the Jets. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Arkansas's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And A.J. Hill will be running the show. Freshman prospect from the state of Georgia. This staff targeted him early on the recruiting trail, and they are excited about what he'll bring to this offense in the season opener. And he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do, to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Hill. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes and catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll give it to him again. Nice move there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Pressure coming. Breaks loose. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And they tacked on the extra point. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Running inside, it's Payne. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's loose. It's a running room. At the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Hill. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good, talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Heaves it deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Russell. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Bringing the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Tosses it incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Here comes the heat. Got the back over the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. If he can get this one up in the wind, it ought to carry for a while. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside, it's Smith. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Hill. Gets open down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go.
Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Turns it loose deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Craig. That's reeled in, it's small. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Fires it incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Plucks it out of the air. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. Could be an outing. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Stop short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high.
Snags it, and there's running room. At the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. With the draw, it's Russell. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play.
Got a little grass, and a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's a crease. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Craig. Fires to the big fella, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. He might want another play. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And that penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Using his legs, it's Russell. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch around the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass, it's Craig. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Good pickup on that play. Let's give him 9 on that one, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. The Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the wide receiver. He's going to take off. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing, and again, know where that
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. All the way back. Touchdown, TCU. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
Makes the grab over the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's.
Snags it inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he puts through the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Craig. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the left. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the North Texas Mean Green. And it's the Hoosiers looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back over to your game inside Amon G. Carter Stadium. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy.
Caught, and he's got room.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Finds the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Scanning the field, it's Hill. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the TCU sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to...
Finding some room. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Flips it out to the back. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to heat him.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Looking to throw, it's Craig. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Oh, they're after him. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Off the RPO, complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Maybe some room here. Made a defender miss. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute.
Oh, he's got some space. Into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking to pass, it's Hill. Caught behind the line, it's Smith. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Doing it himself again. Maybe a crease. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the Horned Frogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside, it's Payne. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Keeps it himself. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And he loses the football. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. After that near turnover, the clock is stopped as they tend to an injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Back to throw, it's Craig. Zips it out to his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Running inside. It's Payne. Got enough for the 1st. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. And the Horned Frogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're headed to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And the stomping has commenced. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And here's the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to throw. It's Hill. That's caught. It's Marshall. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're 2nd and long, 9 yards to go. Back to pass. Looking left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. It would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice, and as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch them with coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the
Glad to have you along from Rice Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Utah Utes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Kyle Whittingham went out with a bang at the University of Utah. An 11-2 season, the Utes were a terrific team, just falling short of the college football playoff. But now, under the leadership of true Ute, Morgan Scalley, we'll see if Utah can run it back this season and get into the playoff championship picture. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Razorbacks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Utah Utes offense will have the ball first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Keeps it on first down. Might have a chance. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Razorbacks offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And A.J. Hill will be running the show. Freshman prospect from the state of Georgia. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Under fire. Trying to get away. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Russell. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Razorbacks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He's got it again. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the catch. It's Russell. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. The Razorbacks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run the counter, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smith. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And the biggest key for them on this sustained drive has been their ability running the football. And there's nothing more demoralizing to a defense when you know the other team is going to run it and you still can't stop them. And I think if I'm this offense here,
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Arkansas!
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were, and the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll move the tight end. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Here's a little room there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback running on the draw.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The run inside. It's Parker. Runs through the tackle. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground. He's got it again. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Utes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Again, it's Wayshawn Parker. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Hill. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Under fire, and that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Arkansas. The defense putting points on the board. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. On the option. Keeps it on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They'll give it to Parker. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. 8th play of the drive coming up. To throw, it's Dampier. They've got the screen set up. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads it left. And his throw is incomplete. This is why Rice Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. On target to the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up. Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Razorbacks take their first time out. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Timeout call by the Utes. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Makes the catch. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And he missed it. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Rice-Eccles Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard.
The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Arkansas head coach told me that he is probably going to stick with this young player. Although they are leading right now, he is concerned about the play of this young star. He said, I've got to see a more consistent performance for him here in the second half, but they are going to give him that opportunity to right the ship. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. The Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They go to the counter.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go right back to him. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dan.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Dampier. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Utes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Calls his own number.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he was flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hill. Hubs it downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
They're going to mark this one at the 15. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40.
Could be an alley. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. On the move. Sweet cut. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Running free.
I mean, you see that sometimes with these quarterbacks, man. They are such good athletes, and they want to run them. But you know what they don't do in practice? They don't get hit very often. They wear a different color jersey, so sometimes you'll see them. Ball security, nice tackle down the field, getting the football out, making a play for this defense.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Gonna run it. It's Russell. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
To the air, it's Hill. Finds his man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And the ball's free in the backfield. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Push ahead on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game, he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for him. The run inside. It's Brady. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Bray. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Send the tight end in motion. Off play action. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. As we head into the 4th quarter, both teams hoping to rely on the running game. Here's how the two backs stack up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
This guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, what I can see here on the Arkansas sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hill. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Interesting play call there, right? You gave up a sack on the first play, so now these D-ends are licking their chops, and you let them get a free rush at the quarterback because you've set up the screen. They're thinking, we're going to get back-to-back sacks. Just throw it right over top into the running back. You get some of those yards back.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. He's got it. Powers through. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
The Utes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll run it on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Going to the run, it's Russell. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Hill. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Finds a tight end. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop now to see what they do on 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's taking a deep shot. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. He goes right back to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And the Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. pressure. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. One more play to pad the stats. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.